What do Jimmy Fallon, Superwoman, Peter McKinnon, iJustine, and Will Smith all have in common? They all have a specific formula for attracting viewers to their videos, and I'm going to break down how you can do the same thing for your videos on YouTube, and it works even if you're just starting out. P.S. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell to get notified every time I post a new video.
Welcome to The Sunny Show, for the bright side of being your own boss and building your own life.
Hey boss, I'm Lenarduzzi, and today we're going to talk about why you're not getting the views that you want and deserve on YouTube. Well, here's the thing. You can't get views if nobody clicks on your video, and you can't get people to click on your video if you don't make it the most attractive option. So whether your video is showing up in search amongst millions of other videos, or it's showing up on the right-hand side in suggested, or it's popping up on the home page, you have to make your video stand out. So today, we're going to give your videos an extreme makeover. We're going to start with the most eye-catching part of your video, which is your thumbnail. And I wish I could tell you that there's a one-size-fits-all solution to creating the perfect thumbnail, but there isn't. However, I am going to show you some very strong strategies that you can try on your thumbnails and implement and sort of copy to see how they work to get your views up. So let's take a look at some of those examples.
Let's start by taking a look at some really great examples of thumbnails. So you'll notice some common themes, even though these are all quite different. Will Smith has an awesome YouTube channel if you haven't checked it out yet. Super personal, and his thumbnails are great because they really stand out. And obviously, we know Will Smith for being Will Smith, so having his face front and center and eye-catching images helps attract more clicks and views. iJustine always has done a great job with her thumbnails on her channel. Again, big bold text, very simple, and eye-catching thumbnails. You can see the big knife in her hand right there, as well as her on a horse right here. So it makes it clickable. It makes you go, I wonder what's in that video, and you want to click on it. Also, Superwoman, one of my favorites. Her thumbnails are always eye-catching, super colorful. They really pop when you look at amongst other search results on YouTube. Peter McKinnon, he is a photographer and videographer, obviously, super talented guy, and his thumbnails are absolutely beautiful. Uses a specific filter for all of them, and obviously shows off his talent as a photographer with the majority of his thumbnails as well. I love this one right here as well. 1.7 million views, not surprising. And actually Jimmy Fallon as well. So Jimmy has a really great theme to his thumbnails where he has his logo on the bottom left-hand corner, and just a really simple theme with big bold font of who his guest names are throughout that. And he also has themed thumbnails. So these are for games and these are for guests.
To recap, your thumbnail has to stand out, and it has to be kind of uniform across your whole channel with your brand colors and the like. So make sure that you put effort into creating your thumbnails, and if you're just getting started, I do have a tutorial on how to create your thumbnails on your own. You can click the link around this video in the description and in the cards to check that out. Now let's move on to the title of your video. So I have a formula. Surprisingly, it's called the Boss Formula for creating clickable titles. Because why? People have to click on your video in order to actually view it. So what's the Boss Formula? It looks like this. So beneficial is what the B stands for, which means that it needs to be benefit driven and tell the potential viewer what they're going to get out of watching it. There has to be an obvious outcome. So what are the clear steps or hacks or amount of things people are going to learn from your video, and what is the exact outcome that they're going to get out of clicking on it? Senses, which means kind of an emotional trigger, and there's someone on YouTube who's really mastered this that I'm going to show you in a second. And then the final S stands for special or shock value. It's not clickbait, but it's something that's going to intrigue people enough because it's unique, it's special, and a little bit shocking maybe, enough for them to click on your video versus somebody else's.
Let's take a look at this video, for example. Search term up front that I know is keyword heavy, and then the emotional trigger on the back half. Let's also take a look at Brian G. Johnson. So YouTube algorithm 2018, dirty little secrets. So keyword heavy on the front, emotional trigger or intrigue on the back half. Also Peter McKinnon, how to make your photos look better fast. Know that this is being searched. Look better fast is definitely the emotional trigger. You want a quick fix? This video will help you get there. So it makes you want to click on this versus another result.
And if you need any more help creating clickable titles, you actually have everything that you need in the analytics on your channel. Let me show you what this looks like.
A quick trick that I wanted to show you of how to find creative titles, keyword titles specifically, is going into your Creator Studio, clicking on this, and then going to the analytics on the left-hand side, going to traffic sources, and then going down to YouTube search. This is actually quite interesting. If you go to search, you can see what people are searching for to land on this video, my video. So these alone give you some really interesting title options for new videos that you haven't made yet. So how to reach more people on YouTube. I don't have a video titled that yet. More views on YouTube, how to attract viewers on YouTube, which is actually how I ended up coming up with the title for this video. So using your own analytics can help you figure out some other titles for your upcoming videos.
And it's also super helpful to look at the best of the best, like we just did. So I want to know from you in the comment section below, let me know what makes you click on a video title. What kind of titles really intrigue you, or give us a specific example of a title that made you click. Now the next step is your description, which is really kind of your subtitle. So it's eye-catching in the title, it's intriguing, it engages all of the pieces of that boss formula, but your subtitle is also super important, and oftentimes it's not utilized properly to get people to choose your video over another video that pops up in search or suggested or on the home.
So if you're only seeing these first two lines when you're looking up a video of any kind, you want to know that it's actually something you want to watch. So Jimmy Fallon's are usually pretty intriguing, pretty weird, and they make you want to click on the video, and that attracts more viewers. Casey Neistat as well, he knows that he has such a close relationship with his audience and fans. He doesn't do this in every video, but I love when he writes a little description that's super personalized, like he did here, and also like he did here. So personalizing it, making it simple and to the point, and understanding that when people see your video come up, they see this little line of text that you really need to capitalize on. So doing this in your description is super, super important.
So here's the formula for creating a really good description for your video that makes people click.
The formula for creating a really good description starts with that first line and having it be something that intrigues viewers to actually click on your video to watch more. And then of course, the rest of your description needs to be keyword heavy, especially if you want to be found in suggested and in search. Remember that unless it's that first line, a lot of people don't actually read the description. So the description really is meant for you to be found. So make sure that you are adding keywords that are relevant to your video content in there. If you want a good example, you can take a look at a few of my most recent descriptions to see how I formulate them.
And the final step is your channel art. So you want to attract more viewers, you want to attract more subscribers. Well, if somebody clicks on your video because they found it, again, in search, suggested, or on the homepage, they're probably going to go check you out on your channel as their next step. So this is your big reveal. Don't disappoint them. You want to make sure that your channel is set up in a boss way and is branded perfectly in a way that intrigues people enough to click subscribe and become part of your tribe.
I'm a big believer that your channel art needs to include a few things in order to actually attract subscribers once they have already clicked on your video. So I like to include consistency, so how many days a week I'm posting, so people know if they subscribe, there are more videos to come, and I'm not just going to be a blank channel. A positioning statement of some kind, and then some links to be able to send people off of YouTube and into your community, whether that's your email list, your website, or a social media platform.
To make sure that your channel art is on point and every aspect of your channel is done perfectly to attract more viewers and more subscribers, you want to make sure to grab my Boss YouTube channel checklist with 14 simple steps to set up your channel for success. You can grab it below this video. If you liked this video, hit that like button below, share it with your fellow bosses, and be sure to hit that subscribe button and click the bell to get notified every time I post a new video each week. I appreciate you. Thank you so much for watching this video and being attracted to this video. And actually, I'm curious, can you comment below and let me know what made it attractive for you to click on this video versus another option? I would love to know. Thank you so much for the comments and the feedback, and I'll see you in the next video.